A 1999 Mitsubishi Eclipse Turbo GST Spyder. Yesterday the gardeners were blowing a bunch of their dust and it came across the street. So that's why it's a little bit filthy. I'll go over some of the issues with it. We have a little ding right there. Some minor scratches right here. No issue here. I've already replaced both door handles on both sides. That is a caveat to the Eclipse. They have a bad design of the handles, but I've already replaced that one. Morning, Shannon. Good morning. And my registration is current. If you buy the car, definitely I'm going to detail it out. You'll get it nice and shiny. I did recently clay it, and I put a light coat of wax, but I'll go ahead and polish it and wax it for you. Let's check out the hood. The hood on it has a bit of dullness from the sun. This is an old Viz. So this is legit. It's a legit hood. You can see how nice and shiny it was right there. So you can get this thing, you can do it yourself. You can sand it and reglaze it. Stock 4G63 turbo, stock turbo. Lot has been done on it as far as maintenance and just keeping the right parts in there. So we have, there is a coupling at that connector. I cannot find that J pipe anywhere on the internet. That is, if you could find that pipe's worth a lot of money. It would be probably a good idea to maybe replace it with a brand new J pipe and eliminate the connector right there in the middle. But it does work fine. It passes smog. I'm not going to go over the list of stuff because it's just way too long to list, but brand new battery, wires, plugs, hoses. It's a triple core radiator with the one aluminum fan. I do have another, I have a dual setup, but it doesn't need it. I mean, it does if you're in Texas, yeah, I would put the double fan on. Power steering unit's good, alternator's good. You can see down there a brand new AC compressor, all brand new. Evaporator in here behind this. AC blows super, super cold. So if you look on the Carfax report, there was damage back in 05. I just had put it all together and it's got a 5-mile-an-hour bump on the front and it crinkled this portion. And you're gonna see that there's a GSX piece of the unibody right there. There is no structural support other than for that fender, that piece. It was just crumpled right in this little zone, and they had to total the car out because they couldn't find any comps for that bit. Steering drives completely straight. Everything is fine. There was no structural damage as far as that. We replaced the support underneath here, a sub right there, and that was it. I got a new radiator, which I replaced with this radiator. I think I got a new light right there, and that was the only issue. I put the carbon fiber hood on after, so I'll start it up. I have a clutch delete, so you can start it without a clutch. Just make sure your e-brake's on. I'm on a hill, so put the clutch in, but you don't have to have the clutch in to start it. There we go. 176,000. Those are OG miles. No rollbacks. I have a stock stereo for it, or you can put your own DIN stereo. I have the bevel. Any pieces that you see in this video that are not here installed in the car, I have, and that I will install. I just had gone through the whole car and the door panels were off. I took the stereo out, so I had some diamond speakers up here in these right here attached into the original grills. So everything's legit wired in here. You have all the wiring you're going to need. You have RCA cable, monster cable, and then these are all the connections for the last harness for the stereo. You can see there's not a bunch of crazy wiring. This is just RCA. I took out another RCA that I had. This, I believe, is for the front channel right here. And what else? Momo steering wheel, like a legit, not fake. But this is an imitation Momo. It's not a legit, but it's nice and it's aluminum and it works. All right, we're gonna go park it. Side skirts I do have. Yeah, I have the side skirts for them. The stock ones. I have the stock front brakes, I believe, still. If you want to negotiate with price, this will be the deciding factor. I will definitely have to take the brakes away if we're working on price. For the $6,000, you're getting a lot of car. Damage right here from the previous hardware. They were too short. These are ARP extended bolts because of you got to run a plate to cover the caliper. Now if you did a different set of wheels, be careful because you might have to rub. These tires don't rub on here. This is not from being too low. This was, the tire actually fell off coming into a driveway and it got just stuck up in here at like a mile an hour. It was the most ironic thing ever. But that's what happened. It got stuck. It bent this little portion. A body guy could fix it, but they're cheap. You could get this replacement and painted for probably cheaper than what a body guy's gonna go and do that for. Let's walk around the other side. The trunk latch works. Let's do that. And then also the gas cap. Stock, I don't believe they have there. I believe there's an optional piece that goes here. It's like a carpet. I haven't been able to find one. That was the original first owner was a rental car company, and then I ended up buying it from the guy who bought it from the rental car company. I bought it in 05, so I've had it for just under 20 years. Yeah, 19 years. So this has not been handed out to a lot of different people. I didn't do any boy racer stuff. There is a subwoofer. I'll throw the subwoofer in there for you. It's because it fits the trunk very well. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and you can mount it in there really good. And behind here, I can't take that off. But behind here, I'd put a amp rack. It actually uses as a support. It's made out of wood. You could get rid of it. It works beautiful because one, it's not metal and it won't conduct on your amps and your amplifiers, and two, it does support. I mean, it's pretty rigid wood and it's tempered, and so it's bolted up so you could put your amps on an amp rack right behind there. All the wire on this car, all the powers run on one side and speaker wires run from another. There's your cap. Brakes are in good condition, like a lot of pad left. Tires, I'd replace these tires. A lot of them they're mismatched and old, so I'd replace the tires for sure. I mean, they're good. They're up to date and they'll drive. That's funny. It's a run flat. It's hilarious. I didn't even know that. All right, so I guess let's go drive. Let's go take it to the spot. The doors do open. Like I said, there's a couple caveats to this, okay? So one is, so the door will open. And then dropping your phone's awesome too, especially when you capture it on film. So these doors are, the pins on them, like the little plastic, there's like plastic rivets that keep the door together. I cannot locate those. That's what's hard about this car is, it's hard to locate stuff. This seat, a tear here, you know, an upholsterer could redo this. You can be legit. Those are the leather fronts. It's a legitimate leather front seat. The back is a vinyl right here, this backing in the back of the headrest, but the whole front portion of the seat is a leather and leather steering wheel. All right, so let's go for a ride. All right, so I got to shift and camera ties here. Camera-tize. All while not spilling the coffee that's in the little coffee holder down here. I don't want you to get coffee stains. All right, so here we go. Woo! A little too fast, but yeah. So there's a little shimmy on the wheel when you brake, but look, it drives. You know, we're on a turn, but it drives straight. Watch, here we go. Watch, here we go. Okay, so the car drives straight. Let's go on a straight road. Okay, first gear. Second gear. Third gear. Whoa, second gear. Fourth gear. Oh, I spilled the coffee. All right, I gotta clean the coffee. All right, well, you get a little scenic view right here. Top down. Third gear. All right, so we're on PCH. Look at the steering wheel. I mean, let's account for a little bit of a road here. Let's get level, a little bit more level. Look at how straight that rides. No steering wheel, no hands. Look at that. So, car drives straight, track straight. Feels good. Feels fun out here. Makes me not want to get rid of it. Here we go. Whoa, slow down, slow down. See, brakes work good. See, the brakes work so good. They lock up that right tire because it has, I think, yeah. I don't know why it locks up that right tire a lot. Oh, probably shitty tire. This car drives great, even with the shitty tires on it. Okay, let's run through the gears. We got second gear. Let's go. There we go, 90 on, see, so a little bit of shake on the brake. That's because one of the rotors, I think one of the rotors might be a little jacked. So there you go. This is a full, what are they? Full transparency about the car. But like, okay, 3,000 RPM at 60 miles an hour. I'm gonna punch it. See how it builds boost right there. And you can probably build more boost with a newer turbo or wastegate. It's only doing about half a bar. This car should put down 1 bar, just under 1 bar. I think it's like the stock pressure on this is like 14 PSI. It might be 11, sorry. I think it's like 11 PSI. So it's not boosting like it could if you made it boost. But I mean, it boosts well enough to spin both the tires in on the limited slip. Second gear off the bottom. Nice, nice. Pull, 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 pull. Blinker. Oh, hazards don't work. I think there's a flasher that needs to be replaced. I'll replace the flasher on that. AC. There's the fan. It's hot. We don't want hot, cold. That over here. Fresh air is fine. That closes that front one. That closes that one. And that closes that one. Let's put the AC on. Nice and cold. I know you can't feel the cold. You should probably have a temperature gauge right here. But that's what I'll do. I can send you a temperature gauge on that. It's legit, man. I mean, well over $1,000 to get it all fixed. I think it was like 12 or 1,300. And I have receipts and all that. And my mechanic here will go through the whole car before I ship it. Make sure everything's tight. Thanks for being interested in the car. It is up for sale still with my riggedy sign and all my other signs that are up here. So there you go. And the coffee wasn't too bad. Spilled on a napkin. There you go. So thanks for taking a look at the car. And if you're on this channel and checking out the channel, thanks for checking out the channel. All right, $6K. It's a deal. These cars are going for 10,000 and above because they're rare, and they're going to get more rare. Especially most of the cars are chewed up big time, like Hacksaw Jim Duncan. This isn't Hacksaw. I have all the legit parts for all this stuff. So everything, and extra parts. The guy who buys this gets extra parts, man. You can sell them, do whatever you want with them. Talk to you later. $6K, 1999. Mitsubishi Eclipse Spyder Turbo GST with a 4G63T. And it's a T28 turbo stock. Bye-bye.